Hey everybody, Russ Burlingame, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about uh, what I'm calling the Legends of To-Meow-Meow project. Now, last season on Legends of Tomorrow, they had an episode called Legends of To-Meow-Meow, where one of the characters was turned into a cat, and she and two others ended up having to kind of bounce between realities. And it was a fun episode. You got to see like versions of the characters in altered timelines, where like the team was suddenly Charlie's Angels, the team was suddenly the A Team or Muppets, and so it was a favorite, and it's really goofy and fun, which is kind of what Legends has become at this point. And so a few months back, when Taylor Morden, the director of the last blockbuster, did this thing called Project 88. It was like a fan-made remake of Back to the Future Part 2, where he divided it up into 1-minute segments and gave it to 88 teams around the country to do. And I was part of that. It was a real blast. And I just thought, I bet I could do this again. And instead of just being part of it for a minute, I decided I'd like help other more talented people than me to put their vision together. And so I basically reached out to a bunch of Legends of Tomorrow fans, said, hey, do you want to do like a love letter to the show, love letter to the cast and crew? And we can release it. At first it was like we're going to do it during that initial weird period at the beginning of quarantine where everything was off TV. And then pretty quickly the thing that you're going to see today happened, and we decided to hold off and to make it a thing that we run the week after Legends Tomorrow is done for the season. So Tuesday the 2nd, this coming Tuesday, is when the season finale hits. Tuesday the 9th, the To-Meow-Meow project is going to be released on YouTube, and it's a collaborative fan video made up by about 24 people, and it's a variety of different skill sets, a variety of different skill levels. It's basically everybody just having fun, loving this thing, loving the show, and it's showing off what they can do and what they want to do. Early on in the process, because I thought it was a cool thing, I reached out to Taylor, who'd done, as I said, Project 88, and I said, hey, so this really inspired me, and I wanted to tell you that I'm doing something similar for this show I really like, Legends of Tomorrow. I'm going to help a bunch of people put something together. And Taylor goes, I know a guy who was on that show. And so Taylor introduced me to Falk Henschel, who, as you probably know, played Hawkman in the first season of the show. And Falk and I wrote a short screenplay together for a video short that's going to be released today on comicbook.com. It's called Cooped Up, and it's the story of where Hawkman is right now, dealing with the novel coronavirus pandemic. And in addition to just releasing these things and having it be like a cool, fun, artistic outlet for people who need something to do during quarantine, we decided we could make it kind of a little bigger than that. So the mace that Falk uses during his Hawkman sketch, and the blockbuster video uniform that I wear during a sketch that I'm in, and some original art from a comic book tie-in we're doing, because we're going to have a comic book tie-in for our fan movie, and some of the original art from that. We're going to auction a bunch of the stuff on the internet. I'm trying to decide doing it between like eBay versus just doing it the way we did like Comics for Creators auctions, where it's a DM on Twitter and I just keep track of it or something. But we're going to be auctioning a bunch of these things off to benefit food pantries and mental health charities and other people who are especially in need right now with the pandemic and everything that's going on. There's going to be more details in a story that I will write when we actually start selling the stuff, which is going to be when the short is out, or when the movie, so to speak, the project is out. But I did want to call attention to that. Like, check out the video that is coming today. You'll be able to see the mace, and then the blockbuster thing will make a tiny bit more sense, not a lot more, because it's really you have to watch the whole thing to get that. But thanks very much, man. I rambled a lot, but it's really hard to write an article about a thing that you're doing yourself without writing in the first person, which seems weird when you're doing a news story. So I'm going to insert this into my story, and thanks everybody for paying attention. Thanks I hope you enjoyed this short and the stuff that we're going to bring out in a week or so. And talk to you soon.